who he is?
His name is Brett Kahn. He has the power to make things always have been other things.
I think that's called retconning, but his name is Brett Kahn. I think Brett's a name too. His name could be Rhett Kahn.
It is, and always has been. Now.
Whoa!
Careful, Morty. Stay clear of his retcon range until he agrees to help us.
Rick, you've always trusted me.
Nice try. Here's how it's gonna work. You're gonna make it so Morty and I never came here. Once that's always been the case, I'll free you remotely with this.
What is my purpose?
To wait until I tell you to pull the lever.
You are fucking kidding me.
If you don't free me right now, Rick, I can make very, very bad things always have been the case for you.
Is that a threat, you fuck? You can rot in there.
Rick?
You know what, Rhett? Forget what I said. We've always been friends.
Good one.
Oh, easy, Rat. Don't forget that coffee mug I gave you.
You always were able to be killed with coffee.
New plan. Run. Again.
That twist being...
You were born without bones.
See you later!
There's never been anything outside this fortress.
God damn it!
And this fortress
has always been an orange.
People don't understand what outerversal means. You see this word being thrown around on comic TikTok, on anime talk, and all that. And it's a very misunderstood word. Outerversal, by definition, means manipulation of metaphysical concepts of reality. It's not just space and time stuff. It's more than that. Outerversal means you can manipulate concepts such as controlling life and death, such as manipulating fate, such as manipulating directions, like controlling north, east, south, and west. Someone who's outerversal can manipulate the concept of directions. Someone who's outerversal can manipulate logic itself. An outerversal being could make 2 + 2 = fish, hypothetically. This is why there's also levels to being outerversal, because some concepts are more abstract than others. Let's say, for example, colors. Colors are not physical things. It's just light reflecting off an object. But, light itself is kind of a physical thing. So that's somewhat abstract. Let's say another example is constellations. In some movies, they have the constellations talking. You see that in some animated film. You've probably seen Bugs Bunny do something like that. Here's the thing. The constellations are somewhat abstract. The stars themselves are physical. But constellations are just imaginary lines in between the stars to form shapes. So it's a somewhat abstract. The stars themselves are physical, but the lines themselves are abstract. When talking about outerversal characters, this is why outerversal and hyperversal, this is why big dogs like Sun Wukong and Kratos are so favored in the community, because they've dealt with concept manipulation. Kratos can manipulate fate. He's fought conceptual beings of time. Fate itself bends to his will. Even if you kill Kratos, he's just going to pop right back up like nothing ever happened. And Sun Wukong, he's fist-fought constellations, which are somewhat abstract. And he has multiple layers of immortality. So even if you kill him, he has multiple different types of immortality. See, this is how things go when it comes to outerversal beings. It's about concepts. Some being can manipulate the concept of hope, the concept of love. Like in the current DC continuity, Superman has hope manipulation. He is the embodiment of hope in the DC universe. That's why, reality itself favors Superman. That's why he's got so much plot armor. In fact, an outerversal being can manipulate the concept of plot armor and literally remove plot armor from certain characters. That's what being outerversal means. Now, a lot of people like to say, well, Goku's outerversal because he shook the macrocosm. That is not what outerversal means. That's not even hyperversal. Okay, outerversal means metaphysical concepts. Yeah, not just space and time. Has Goku ever fought in a concept before? No. Because, let's say Wally West outran death. Like, the concept of death. He literally outran death as a concept. That is a outer feet. That's a low outer feet. To be example. You can maybe like be conservative and just say that it's high hyperversal feet. See, we're dealing with concepts in this. In the canon Dragon Ball universe, there's no living concepts. There's no living embodiment of the universe. There's no living embodiment of time. There's no living embodiment of hope. It's like a lot of people really don't understand this. Let's say, for example, if you took, and some people will wank up other characters like Gojo to be outer. Again, this is a very misunderstood word. Like, if Gojo fought an outer versal being, that outer being could grab Gojo's infinity and bring it to life. And then the infinity would start attacking Gojo. And you literally turn the infinity against him. He would bring the infinity to life. We're dealing with metaphysical concepts. An outer versal being could make 2 plus 2 equal fish. Now, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't have to make sense. An outerversal being is beyond the concept of logic. See, that's the type of stuff that we're dealing with. And this is a very misunderstood word. And just like, if you're a power scaler, please educate your friends. I'm tired of the misunderstanding. People are really misunderstanding this word. It's outerversal means manipulating metaphysical concepts. Just know that. Suit Nation, you're dismissed.